Welcome back, everyone. Are you all in the room? Put an emoji in the chat box. How are you feeling right now? What's your emoji? Your stoic emoji. Definitely a smile from Lena. That's pretty positive. We've got a sparkle from Andi. A big TV smile, celebrations, and laughter from Dina. All right. Well, we have just been listening to a playlist that Dina and Tim put together. We're going to talk about that a bit more, about how to create a Stoic playlist. But for now, the gentleman that you see in front of me is Nathan Dufour, aka Nathanology. You probably already know him from his YouTube rap called Be A Stoic. Nathan's here today to sing for us and maybe answer a question or two. So Nathan, man, so good that you're here. I'm so excited.
I'm so glad to be here. Thank you so much for having me. How's the conference going?
It's going pretty good. We had a really good coaching panel and work groups just talking about taking steps towards living courageously. So that was pretty solid. We've had some great stories, personal stories, very moving stories. And we're ready to maybe sing along with you for a bit.
Okay, cool. That sounds good. I'm honored to be here. It's a great pleasure. A while ago, so my name's Nathan. Nice to meet you all. Hi, everybody. I have a background in philosophy, in ancient philosophy specifically, but I've also always made music, and gradually these two things converged into one sort of thing. And so at one point, a couple of years ago, like a year or so ago, I was asked to make this song about Stoicism. And I was like, I can absolutely do that. I feel uniquely qualified to do this because it was my path of academic interest. And also I like to make rap songs about topics. And there's not a ton of people in the world who do that. Although here's my whole thing about it is that what I'm interested in, and I guess you're going to talk about this later as well. One of the things that fascinates me the most about ancient philosophy is that education and entertainment were not separate and discrete categories like they often are now. There was nothing novel or strange about combining the two. I don't know, what all of your backgrounds are in terms of what you like to read and stuff, but for instance, even in the Stoic tradition, the successor to Zeno was Cleanthes, and the only text we have surviving from Cleanthes, really the second major Stoic text that we have or in the tradition, is a hymn to Zeus. It's a poem. So or Seneca too was a poet, in addition to being a philosopher who wrote in prose. And so music has this function of getting it across to people, which particularly is helpful in an age of social media and stuff when people aren't reading as many books as they could, but are inundating themselves with information in another form. And so I want to do this song together. First of all, how you feeling? You feeling good? I mean, it's like a Zoom conference on a Saturday. You want to like shake it out a little bit, sort of, groove. Like I've seen everybody's hands move around. Okay, so the song has a very simple chorus. Well, there's a lot of words in the chorus, but I just want you to join me for saying one word. So every time you hear the sequence of words be I want you to say stoic. So we can practice like this. It goes be and then you say stoic. Yeah, that was great. Okay, cool. I heard one of you. I heard Sophia. It might get a little chaotic with all of the mics coming on, but that's okay. We'll lean into the chaos because that's the Stoic thing to do. You know what I mean? You lean in. So let's try it again. Be a stoic.
Stoic.
That's good. Okay, now we're gonna try it with the music, and this is gonna get even more complex. But let's see if we can do it. Okay, ready? Be a stoic.
Stoic.
Be a
Stoic.
Be a stoic. Be a stoic. Okay, so that's how it's going to go. It's going to be more like an echo, but that's okay. You know what I mean? Just as we're echoing, ancient wisdom. So imagine you've never heard of Stoicism before, because really this song is designed to introduce this topic to somebody who maybe doesn't even know that they want to think about it. It goes like this. You ever find yourself wondering what to do with your life? You can hear the music, right? You can hear the sound?
Yeah.
So imagine, you ever find yourself wondering what to do with your life and whether there's some higher purpose that you're supposed to fulfill or whether this is just it. And based on what would you even begin to ask that question? And do you ever find that confusion even a little frustrating, especially as you're inundated by all these different sources of information, your phone, your computer, the contents of your thoughts, the contents of your screens. And when that confusion becomes a frustration, you can start to get depressed. You can start to have a very bleak outlook on life. But sometimes when I feel that way, I try to stay stoic. Life can have some baggage. It's all in how you stow it. Everything you have may get snatched away and stolen. The matter that you're made of will get scattered like a stone when it gets broken into sand. Understand? Be a Stoic. The Stoics were a sect among the Romans and Greeks who said, yo, seek peace, you emotional peeps. Everything's a whole and you're only a piece. So don't feel in a hole or be overly pleased. For the Stoics conceived that the world had a soul, universal, co-eternal with its motion and whole. So you should make it your goal to come to know what your role is and roll with its will and be chill. Be a Stoic. It's for fish to swim. It's for clouds to rain. It's for mountains to get ground down to grains. And it's ours with brains when we're crowned to pain. To not wild out, but be down with change. All right, ready? Be a Stoic. Stoic. When you lose your shirt, be a Stoic. If you lose your whole person at worst, be a Stoic. Don't be overjoyed or a jerk. Your employer is the universe. You're always at work. So if you're ever hurt by the products of chance, just remember it's the universe's provident plans. It's your part in a dance that the planets insult with. Don't be like, damn, just be a Stoic. Now, sometimes when I'm introducing this song to people, they feel a little challenged by it. They go, hey, Nathan, first of all, I don't know if I buy this fundamental metaphysical presupposition on which Stoicism is based. I don't know if I think of the universe as one giant, throbbing, living, singular organism. That seems a little preposterous to me. That's problem number one. And then even if they buy that, they go, this seems a little oppressive to me because I've heard before that maybe suppressing my emotions is not the best thing. And maybe that's the cause of some of our problems in the first place. What if our emotions, as a matter of fact, are my strength? Oh, you ancient Stoics, isn't evolution powered by our pain and our bliss? Isn't anguish at injustice at the angry raised fist the only way we make our way when haters make us insist? Well, now I'm getting pissed. I'm not supposed to be pissed. And these Stoics sound suspiciously like old white men. This higher mind we're supposed to follow kind of sounds like them. Take your place in the line, a hierarchical pattern. Know your part. When in Rome, are you the slave or the master? Yeah, word. It's a cogent critique, and the slave role has rarely had a moment to speak. But if you take it more deep, maybe the goals you must seek are the very goals and dreams that make you wholly unique. You define your purpose in the work of the universe. You're its person. You determine what its pertinent work is first. And sure, it's a job, but a vocation as well, because we're all part of God, so we work for ourselves. And as far as I can tell, this is what the Stoics teach us, from Zeno to Epictetus, Seneca to Aurelius. Even though we be mere dust, there's meaning in being thus. Live for each other in peace and receive what comes. Be a Stoic. Even if you've lost your stuff, be a Stoic. Even when it's not enough, be a Stoic. When it's hot and your job is tough, be a Stoic. Do your job, and your job is love. So if you ever wonder what to do with your life, or whether there is even such a thing as doing what's right, no, you'll find it in sight when the part that you roll with is a part of the whole. Know your role. Be a Stoic. Be a Stoic. Because you know that you got this. Be a Stoic. Even when you have to use Zoom for your conference, be a Stoic. Understand you got it going on. Be a Stoic. Meet every year for a great Stoicon. Be a Stoic, and it'll make you feel freer. Be a Stoic like Dina, and also like Anita. Be a Stoic. Keep on coming with the word, just be a Stoic and live your entire life with courage. Thanks, everybody.
Amen.
Wow.
Thank you, everyone.
Wow. That was so much fun.
Yay.
That was really
yeah.
fun.
I enjoyed it.
Everyone in the chat, this is where you find Nathan on YouTube, his Nathanology, also on Twitter. Go grab that video, listen to it. It just makes me smile whenever I listen to you, Nathan. I have one question, and essentially it's the reason why I really wanted you to join us. Melinda Latour from Tufts University is going to follow on with a talk about music and Stoicism as well. But one thing I've been thinking about in terms of, I lead a group called the Stoic Salon, and we kind of focus a lot on writing and rewriting and learning the Stoic teachings. And I was thinking creating a rap tune could really help us with memorization, which Epictetus thought was pretty cool. So any tips on creating a Stoic rap song? How do you integrate all the teachings? How do you put it all together? How do you find the rhyme? Just anything for us in the last minute that we have you.
I mean, it's certainly a skill that it grows with use. And I think this is something that studying ancient thought in general, in particular Stoicism, but this goes for ancient philosophy in general, sort of like I was saying earlier, there was an integration of things that we now consider in sort of disintegrated form. And learning to compose poetry or orally compose or to improvise was part and parcel of being a educated human being. It was just part of it, the symposiastic origins of Western education, where we weren't in a classroom. You were literally drinking drinks together, musing on the nature of the universe, and improvising songs about love and different topics that are meaningful to the human condition. Now, the notion that that's something that we do when we're partying over here and it has to be just about partying, which, a lot of music is, whether it's rap or whatever, partying and love, and then we have philosophy over here in academia. My whole goal is to synthesize those things. So I would kind of invite whatever your particular discipline is, whether it's specifically philosophy or whatever, bring the fun into it. The origin of the word school, skole, means leisure. It's what you do with your free time. It's your freely elective use of your time. And so I think it's about finding that synthesis. That doesn't really tell you how to rhyme well, but that's something you just learn by doing. And the lean into the doing, because it's not novel. It's not like in a way, the music isn't a tool. That's an abuse of the muse. The muse actually is literally the transmission vessel for impactful educative content,
Thanks, Nathan.
Yeah.
I've just brought Melinda Latour to the stage, and we're officially on Melinda's time now. But Melinda, I just wanted to introduce you. Nathan, Melinda, Nathan. Melinda's going to talk about Stoicism and music. Did you have a question for Nathan as a segue?
I'm already a fan. People had sent me when people knew I was working on music and Stoicism, so I was familiar with you already. So you have a following among musicologists, by the way, I have to say.
Oh, wow.
So
that's
even
delightful
people
to
who
hear.
know about Stoicism, and actually so much of what you clearly are so knowledgeable about already, I'm going to be bringing up today. So it's a really wonderful way to start, I think.
I love it. Looking forward to listening.
So, yeah, thank you so much.
Thanks, Melinda.
Thanks again, Nathan. Yeah, we'll stay tuned. All right.